Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or actually good afternoon, as we get ready for race number 6 of Season 3 of the NNSCRA Coors Light Truck Series. Getting ready to go racing here in the Irish Hills at Michigan International Raceway. So far, 5 different races, 5 different race winners. The most recent of those, of course, J Alonso going to victory lane our last time out, which was, I believe, about 3-4 weeks ago at Illinois State Fairgrounds, aka Springfield Mile. Now we're heading here into this race, and this is actually what I deem the chase towards the chase for the championship. It's the first race for these drivers since the All-Star race break. This is the make it or break it time for these drivers. They are only going to have 5 more chances, including today, to make their way into the playoffs, and right now all 5 of our previous race winners are inside the top 30 in the point standings. The lowest of them, our most recent race winner, J Alonso, in 21st. So right now, 5 of the 8 spots available in this season's playoffs are currently filled by race winners. It's starting to get very congested. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I think a lot of these former winners would love to get a second win, but obviously we've got, 37 other drivers in this field that haven't found victory lane. They want to find victory lane here today. Going to be 30 laps of racing. If we're lucky, we may get a green flag run and may see this race be a fuel strategy race, but this track can also hold them 4 wide, so we may see quite a number of cautions. Let's go down and get the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, so let's give you the top 10, the point standings overall coming into this race, presented to you by Golden Corral with Sebastian Cucalon and Erica Douglas. We'll start on the front row for today's Michigan race. Tony Green is going to be the points that are coming to this race, 13 points in hand over Andrew Rich, his teammate. T Handley currently in third. He's only 14 points out, so it could be a good points battle for the points lead here today. Michael Haas, is going to be 4th in the points coming to this race with J.J. Roberts, the highest running former winner of the season, in 5th. Fury Gamington in 6th, Preston Plourd in 7th, 8th is J Galloway. Then you got Alex Tanker in 9th, and Sebastian Cucalon, our pole sitter, is 10th in the points. Right now, the playoffs would look like this. Our former winners, you'd have J.J. Roberts, Alex Tanker, Andrew Miller, Henry Williams, and J Alonso in the first 5 spots, and then right now 3 drivers that would make it in via points would be Green, Rich, and Handley. But of course, all that is subject to change if we end up having another driver go to victory lane in this one. Chances of it? Pretty doggone good, if you ask me. Like I said, this track can hold them 3 wide and sometimes 4 wide, so we're going to have to see how anxious these drivers are going to be to force the issue. 30 laps, which doesn't seem like a long time. It really isn't when you think about it. But of course, if we end up having a number of cautions, yeah, it's going to be a pretty long race. So will it be a race of strategy or a race of survival? They enter the Geico restart zone, and we're green flag racing here at Michigan. Let's roll. Already 3 wide. Going into turn 1. That's 3 wide for second. Ooh, easy there, guys. They're 4 wide already, as that's Andrew Miller up the middle. Austin Colano in the 10 there as well, way down in the bottom, sticking Vince Almariego's 2 in the middle as well. As long as they give each other room, they can handle this 4 wide. Ooh, boy, the 19 really got tight on the corner. Stacked up the whole inside line. Looks like they're going to make it to the stripe at least this time, but boy, that was close. J Cesar now getting bypassed. Looks like the outside line is the fast way around the racetrack as Cucalon, Douglas, and now Jake Galloway are the top 3. Douglas looking low, can't make the move. Galloway went way up high. Ooh, there was some contact back there. That was Jesse Turner, and I couldn't tell who the other car was. That might have been Cesar again in the 19. Top 2 have broken away for the moment. Cucalon and Douglas. Douglas had to back out of the throttle a little bit there through 3 and 4. They're still 3 wide, 4 wide back through this field. This is crazy. Easton Barber now up to 4th, trying to get 3rd from Galloway. Is that way down on the bottom of the track? Is that? Couldn't tell who it was. Looked like it might have been the 25, but I'm not certain. No, it was the 9. I'm sorry, the 9 car of Tyler Deaver. Kolano's going to move into 5th. Following in the tire tracks of Easton Barber, he's got Vince Almariego trying to take that spot. No dice. Up ahead, battle for 2nd. Erica Douglas moved low. J Galloway moved high, and he's going to use the outside line to take the runner-up position. Cucalon and Galloway both coming into this race running very well in the points. Cucalon in 10th, Galloway in 8th, but both looking for their first career win as rookies. So far this season, we've had 5 different winners, 3 of them rookies, 2 of them returning drivers from this season. Those 2, of course, being Andrew Miller and Henry Williams. A couple of teammates out of Full Frontal Motorsports. Easton Barber thought about taking 2nd. He's going to be able to tuck up there in front of Erica Douglas, at least for the moment. Now Douglas down to the inside, and here comes Vince Almariego, also with a big run. 3 wide for 3rd. Jake Moss in the 85 now up here. Right behind him, our Daytona winner, Andrew Miller. Miller, a couple of weeks ago, got his first appearance in the broadcast booth as he helped us bring you guys the Hershey's Cup Series All-Star race. I mentioned as well that we could have a good battle for the points lead. I've noticed that one car is working his way up towards the top 10 slowly but surely, and that's Andrew Rich in the 54. Haven't seen his teammate Tony Green up here near the front yet, so right now Andrew Rich could be making a bid to take over the overall points lead. There's TJ Handley back there as well. It's 2nd and 3rd in points, Rich and Handley. I don't know where Tony Green currently is at. There's Henry Williams up on the high side, trying to make his way up to the top 10, trying to get his 2nd win of the season. Right now, it's been all Sebastian Cucalon out in front, though. Galloway in 2nd, Barber there in 3rd. Barber was a 2-time winner last year when he drove the 33 for Michael Norman Motorsports. Now trying to get a win here with Kev Shear Racing Tech. And Jake Moss there as well in that 85 car, now driving for his own team of Climber Tech Motorsports. Miller now into 5th, and look at Easton Barber. Ooh, I don't know if he was moving out of the way to give the inside of Jake Moss, or if he was trying to find a higher groove to the outside of Jake Galloway, but he almost was in the wall there for a moment. Got a Dodge up here already in 3rd in Easton Barber, and another Dodge leading this race in Sebastian Cucalon, but there's also another Dodge working its way up towards the front, and that's Joshua Ciculli in the 17. You know, it's kind of interesting. I was looking back in the Hershey's Cup Series at former winners. Ciculli is actually tied for 6th with most all-time Hershey's Cup Series wins at 5. So not a surprise to see him running well here. And Ciculli's had a mediocre start to the year, 23rd in points, but I'm looking at him as one of the drivers to maybe pick it up here during the second half of the regular season. I'm also looking at a couple of other drivers too, including the former Hershey's Cup Series champion, Matt Haas, who currently finds himself coming into this race in the 37th position in points. Jake Moss going to take the 3rd position. That moved Easton Barber quite a ways back there now to about 7th. Erica Douglas trying to get up there, and so far we've had good racing through the field, but they haven't wrecked. We haven't had a caution. So now the question is when or if these drivers have to come to pit road for green flag pit stops. We saw our Kentucky race for the Truck Series turn into a great fuel strategy race in which J.J. Roberts kind of came from out of nowhere. He was 3rd place to the race lead to take that victory. Will we see something like that here? I mean, right now, as I mentioned, you got 2 drivers that are running really well in the point standings, running 1-2. Cucalon 10th in points, Galloway 8th in points. They've been strong. Jake Moss now tries the inside line for 2nd place on Galloway. Some drivers trying to get that inside line going is just not able to get the momentum off the corner, and now Galloway is going to keep 2nd, and Moss was lucky to be able to slot up in front of Ciculli, who now, along with Erica Douglas, are going to put the 85 3 wide through turn 3. Field's gotten really spread out at the rear of the field. They're more bunched up here at the front. This is also, I think, if they can't make it on fuel, this is going to hinder Sebastian Cucalon, because Cucalon's the one out there in clean air cutting the wind for everybody else behind him, so that's going to use up more fuel. Let's go back here to this battle for third. Well, as soon as I say that, we got a battle for the lead, so let's actually stay up here and watch this battle for the lead. J Galloway having enough of riding the tire tracks of the 77. He's going to try the inside, but I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off. Look at the run the 85 Jake Moss gets there on the outside line. He might be able to make a 3-wide move on the front straightaway if he can time it right. Nope, not going to be able to quite get there. He will get to the outside of Jake Galloway, so Moss will probably move to second using the outside groove. Easton Barber into third, and is that the 19 again? Yeah, it is. Oh, he got kicked way up to the high side now, did Cesar in the 19. Jesse Turner's going to get by him, but Julio Cesar, we saw him fading back in the early stages of this race, now fighting his way back up to the front, at least trying to. His forward progress kind of got hindered right there, though. Got a couple of the cars out of Strickly Motorsports up here, the 12 of Jesse Turner, the 2 of Vince Almariego. And there's that 54 of Andrew Rich. Needs to finish 14 positions ahead of teammate Tony Green to take the points lead over heading into our next truck race. Jake Moss in second. He has thoughts for the top position. Cucalon's led every lap so far, but is there a chink in the armor of that number 77 Dodge Ram? Out of turn 4. This race has gone by quickly, but at the same time, we haven't even reached halfway in this race. And so far, it has been green flag from start up to this point. Turner now to the inside for second. Jesse Turner, I look at him and I remember back to, I think it was season 1. It was either season 1 or season 2 of the Pizza X series, where he was the most consistent driver that year. Was actually in the Final Four to compete for the championship, and the engine blew up before the green flag was even taken. Just a hardship for him in that season finale. Now driving as a rookie here in the Truck Series. Moss stays in second. Barber now going to look the inside for that spot. And I continue to see the 54 of Andrew Rich continue to make progress. Same for the 07 of TJ Handley. Let's actually go back and find out where the points that are coming to this race Tony Green is currently situated, because right now his points lead is in jeopardy. Wow, he's a long ways back. Where in the world is he? There he is. Last time by was scored in the 40th position. And so there's no doubt that both Andrew Rich and TJ Handley are running more than 13 or 14 positions ahead of him. He's got nobody around him. He's all by his lonesome. And he's in 40th place, and I didn't see 41st or 42nd. Did we have some drivers retire out of the race? No, we've got Isaac Nichols, who is way back here. There he is. And one lap down is the 33 of Caleb Farrell. I don't see any damage on the 52. He is clearly off the pace. And he's actually in danger of getting caught by the race leader. Now, I don't know where the 33 truck is at. There's our Kentucky winner, J.J. Roberts, back here in 39th. There's the 33. There's Tanker, our winner from Atlanta. He's way back here. Preston Plourd, who's running well in the points, way back here. Where is the 33 truck? Is he in this group? Or is he sitting on pit road? I don't see him. We've got him scored a lap down, but I don't know where he's at. Huh. That's curious. He's obviously not on pit road, because I cycled through the field and I didn't show any truck on pit road. Now he's 2 laps down. So is he on pit lane? He's not on pit road. I don't get it. Where in the world is the 33 truck? Did they just pass him, maybe? Is that why he fell 2 laps down? Oh, there he is. So I guess the leaders just caught him and put him 2 laps down. Meanwhile, they are closing in very quickly on that 52 of Nichols that I mentioned. There he is going into turn 1, now through turn 2, and you just saw in the same shot the race leader, Sebastian Cucalon. So this is going to be interesting when they catch him. Where is the 52 going to go? Where are the leaders going to go? I think they're going to have to try and pass him on the inside, and if they do that, that's not the preferred way around the track. So Cucalon's got to pick his spot perfectly here and make this pass very quick. He's going to get held up by the 52. Moss going to try the outside. Now he's going to get held up by the 52 car. Looks like Cucalon might keep the spot. But boy, that wadded up the entire front of the field. Now that's Ciculli trapped behind the 52, who is clearly somewhat off the pace. Well, Cucalon does escape with the race lead. Moss in second, then a battle now for third between Turner and Barber. But again, still that question of can they make it the 30 laps on fuel? Gonna be 10 laps to go when they hit the line this time by. As I look through the field, the top 10, well, now let me look and see as it updated. Yeah, the top 10 drivers have not been to victory lane this season. All trying to go to victory lane for the first time this year for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. They're trying to get the first win of their career. The only 3 we've got in the top 10 that have won previously in this series are Jake Moss, who's in second, Easton Barber in fourth, and Ciculli, who's in seventh. In the truck series, that is. Sebastian Cucalon continues to tick away laps. Every lap that's completed is one less lap they have to worry about on fuel. Best battles going on for second. Moss trying to hold off both Jesse Turner and Easton Barber. Got a nice cornucopia of manufacturers up here. Dodge, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Ford, and I believe another Dodge. Uh-oh, are they slowing? Are they coming to pit road? They are! This is what I was wondering about. And Easton Barber is going to stay out and inherit the race lead. So now is the question. This is the money stop. Sebastian Cucalon's been dominant up to this point, but will pit road end up bringing about a different looking driver at the front of the field coming to the checkers? Douglas stayed out. Daniel Bouchard stayed out. Andrew Rich. Charlie Buxton stayed out. Henry Williams. Gatlin Downey. So there's a number of drivers trying to roll the dice. Oh, wait. We had trouble in that corner. Is the caution out? I guess not. I guess no yellow because they're coming to pit road. Yeah, we're still green. So whoever wrecked there in turn 3, it didn't bring out a yellow. And we'll break in with our NSRA split cam so you guys can see what happened. A couple more drivers, I think, just stayed out right there. That's actually only one driver on the lead lap that stayed out. J Cesar in the 19. He stays out with the now 1 lap down, I believe, 33 of Caleb Farrell. With 19, he's going to have difficulty getting to pit road. Number of drivers that are leaving pit road just ahead of him. Now he's got a clear spot, and J Cesar will indeed be able to get his truck down to the inside, and he will come to pit road. So let's see what the lead's going to look like here. I think Jake Moss might have cycled around to the top spot. He's ahead of the 77 of Sebastian Cucalon. What about these drivers that are leaving pit road? Is anybody going to be able to cycle out ahead of the 85? Maybe Easton Barber? I think it could be the 00 who could do something here. He's ahead of Cucalon and Moss. Actually, Cucalon just got back around Moss, so move him to second. And I believe the 00 will be scored the leader with 5 laps to go, waiting for the scoring. No, they're scoring the 19th, still the leader, but now he's leaving pit road, Cesar is, and I think Barber is going to pass him through turn 2. So Easton Barber will inherit the lead. Cucalon's in second, Moss now in third. Charlie Buxton, I believe, is going to be fifth, because I think Cesar's going to slot into fourth, so fifth right now Buxton, sixth Davis, and the caution's out! Caution is out. That may have iced it. I don't think we get back green. If we do, it'd be a one-lap shootout. They're coming to the yellow flag. We got trouble on the front straightaway, apparently, and Barber takes the yellow flag. Now the question is, did he take the caution to end the race, or did he take the caution to give us a one-lap shootout? Roger Ray's on the apron. So too our Daytona winner, Andrew Miller, as they are at least part of the reason we're under caution. There's another truck smoking on the apron here on the back straightaway. That's Z Winkle in the 90. Oh my goodness, we haven't had a caution all race, and this one might end the race under yellow. We might be lucky. We might get a one-lap shootout with the timing of that yellow flag. But we're going to have to wait and see. And Easton Barber is the race leader. What on earth happened? A lot of skid marks on the front straightaway, a lot of damaged vehicles. And it may set us up for a doozy of a finish. I'm hoping, I got my fingers crossed that we're going to get back green. Just in case we do, let's go back, take a look at a replay. First replay of the day to see what our first caution of the day was here with less than 10 to go. Well, here's what happened. Andrew Miller, who last time by had been scored in the 7th position. And I don't really know what was going on here. I don't know if he was trying to get back to pit road or not. Gatlin Downey's to the inside, and the two of them are going to make contact. And watch, as soon as the 23 hits the apron right there, the left front hits the apron, back end comes around. Oh, and he's going to get the 11. Oh, J Galloway was having such a good day, was running well in the points. Nowhere for Roger Ray to go in the 99. He slides down in front of Z Winkle. Fury Gamington. Ooh, he just barely squeaked through. My goodness. Wyatt Walker comes flying in. He's going to get a piece of it. Gets into his teammate. Mark Saatchi got involved. Preston Plourd was in it in the 96. He made contact with the right front. Ooh. Nice avoidance there by the 05. I don't know if anybody else gets involved in this or not. You see them taking the caution. Well, actually, they weren't taking the caution. The yellow flag was waving, though. I think everybody else gets through. Yeah, I think everybody else got through, but wow, that's 2 of the Smart Motorsports cars, 2 of the Full Frontal Motorsports cars. And a lot of torn up machines as well. There is Winkle. Big wreck right there on the front straightaway, and a lot of black smoke. Now the question is, do we get back green, or does this race end under caution? I know what Easton Barber wants, but I also know what the fans want. Well, we're all going to get to find out at the exact same time. They're coming out of turn number 4. They're going to hit the start-finish line. And we will see if the lights go out atop the pace truck or if they stay on. If they go out, we get a one-lap shootout. If they stay on, race ends under caution. Survey says lights out. We're going to finish the race under green. One-lap shootout to decide it. Here we go. Easton Barber, after the cycle of pit stops, is the leader. Sebastian Cucalon, who dominated this race before the pit stops began, lines up in second. Jake Moss in third. Julio Cesar in fourth. Fifth place, Charlie Buxton. Then it's Erica Douglas, Daniel Bouchard, Jesse Turner, Joshua Ciculli, and Andrew Rich. That's your top 10. As we will get ready to go back green. Let's document the drivers out of the race after the wreck. They include J Galloway, Z Winkle, Andrew Miller, Mark Saatchi, Roger Ray, and Wyatt Walker. We've also got some trucks that are off the lead lap, but they will not be on the inside line here for the leaders to have to contend with, those being Caleb Farrell, Isaac Nichols, and apparently some problems for Elijah Gordon. trapped him a lap down as well. 36 cars running, 33 on the lead lap. And this is going to be it. If we end up having a caution, doesn't matter. We're racing back to the checkered flag because it's a one-lap shootout. Now, we've seen where drivers have such a difficult time making passes to the inside because the driver on the outside gets such a run off of whether it be turn 2 or turn 4. That might be the only chance Sebastian Cucalon has of being able to get the spot, the race win away from Easton Barber. Can he make it stick? Barber, a two-time winner last year, trying to get his third career win, first of the season. Green flags in the air, 1 lap to go. Everyone was ready for that restart. Here comes the 77. He's going to look to the inside. Oh, he's trying to make it work. He's trying to clear the double zero. He will! Cucalon clears for the lead. Down the back straightaway they go. Cucalon's got him cleared for the moment. Battle for second. Here comes Charlie Buxton in the 3. Will Buxton try and drive it deep down here into the final corner? Oh, he got tight. Had to lift. Here comes Barber trying to get around the outside. Sebastian Cucalon made the move. It'll work. He's going to pick up the win. First career win here tonight at Michigan. He timed it perfect. It was basically Cucalon's race to lose, and he almost did. But that caution might very well have saved him. And Sebastian Cucalon will get his first career win in the Coors Light Truck Series. And we now have had 6 different winners in the first 6 races. 3/4 of your playoff grid right now would be comprised of race-winning drivers, with still 4 races remaining in the regular season. He dominated this race up to the cycle of green flag pit stops. Easton Barber's team rolled the strategy, rolled the dice. They were able to inherit the lead. They might have been able to hold off the 77 had the thing gone green to the end, but that caution could very well have been the saving grace for Cucalon. He made the move on the restart, somehow made the inside line work through 1 and 2, and he goes to victory lane, coast to coast, pole to win for the driver out of Monster Motorsports. Easton Barber so close to his first win of the season after being a 2-time winner last year. He'll have to settle for second, though. Jake Moss brings it home in third. Charlie Buxton was another driver that did good job with the pit strategy to get himself in good position for that last restart. He'll finish 4th, and great run there as well for D Bouchard. Been a while since we've seen the 83 up in contention in the top 5. J Cesar also rolled the dice, got a top 10 as a result with 6th place run. 7th for J Ciculli. Erica Douglas brings it home in 8th. 9th place in Jesse Turner. And T Handley will finish the day out in the 10th position, finishing 2 spots ahead of Andrew Rich. So I believe T Handley actually is going to be the new points leader heading into our next Truck Series event. And it looks like it might be by only 1 point over Andrew Rich. So the points lead is going to be really, really close. You look on down through the remainder of the finishing results here. A couple of former winners were able to battle back for semi-decent finishes. Alonso, our defending winner, back at Springfield, got 17th. Henry Williams, our Arizona winner, in 19th. But you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. Tony Green, damaged off the pace, still managed to finish in 27th, but he will obviously lose the points lead. J.J. Roberts, a Kentucky winner, 28th. Alex Tanker, our Atlanta winner, 32nd. And he was next to last car on the lead lap. Derek Hamill was the last car on the lead lap. 3 cars a lap down. Nichols, Farrell, Gordon, and then all these drivers out of the race after our only caution of the day. Back on lap 24, J Galloway, Z Winkle, Marcus Saatchi, Andrew Miller, Roger Ray, and Wyatt Walker. But what a race here tonight from Michigan, and it did indeed come down to fuel strategy and a very interestingly timed caution. And Sebastian Cucalon takes the checkered flag. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race, though, here from Michigan. If you did, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. We have shown you full finishing results. These are your rookie point standings, and these are your overall point standings heading into your next Truck Series race. We first got to finish out this race weekend. You'll see Pizza X Series and Hershey's Cup Series action as they are going to be racing at the short track of Richmond And then you'll see these trucks next week at the dirt track of Bristol Dirt. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've really been looking forward to that race, and Bristol Dirt's going to really be exciting. You'll only see the trucks that week, as you're going to have the Pizza X Series drivers off the following week, and then endurance racing for the Hershey's Cup Series drivers at the home of the Turn of Death, Thornton Raceway. But till then, I've been Seth Cole. You've been watching a production of the NSRA, offline racing at its best. We'll see you guys at Richmond for the Pizza X Series up next.